Hello lovely Scorpios, thank you so much for joining me for your October reading. My name's Lorian and it's a pleasure to do these readings for you. So this month we're going to be using the Enchanted Tarot deck. It's slightly larger than normal, which is why I'm shuffling it a bit weird, but it's basically going to be 3 and then 3. So we're going to be doing all this for you. Ooh. Bit finicky all over the place. Like I say, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising, general reading. If you want a more specific reading for questions, particularly pertaining to you, you'd need a personal reading, which is the one in the link below in the description box. But happy birthday to those of you Scorpio Suns who are born in the end of October. This is our season coming up. How exciting! I am a Scorpio Sun, but I'm not going to read myself into this reading. This is for those of you who are watching. And if you want to look at a particular edge as to your other signs, I recommend looking at the other ones that we've got. I don't do reversals, by the way, so that's why if it's coming out weird, I'm writing it a little bit more. Okay. Oh. This is quite interesting, you know. Some of these cards, even though I've had this deck for a while now, since Christmas, I haven't had them out in a reading before. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. And at the bottom we have the World. Alrighty then. So, we are definitely in our season. We are most definitely in our season. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Princess of Cups, we have the Prince of Cups, we have the Eight of Cups, we have the Seven of Cups, and then we have the Six of Cups. So quite busy, I would imagine, basically. Let me just get a read for these. So no major changes. Unless, of course, you have another aspect of your chart and there's more major arcanas on there, but no major changes on the surface. But what I can see here is a great deal of changes on the inner. So this is our intuition, this is our creation in motion, our feeling of worth, our sense of self, the knowing the unknown, which of course, as a Scorpio, we will. But let's start with this new beginning. A brand new beginning. Oh, sorry, it's 2 of Pentacles, not the Ace. But it's still a brand new beginning, because this is basically about having that balance and you're walking away from something. This could be escapism. This could be something that you decided to turn your back on because you weren't getting what you wanted anymore, or you weren't getting the emotional satisfaction as to how much you were putting in. You weren't really having that feeling of accomplishment or self-esteem, so you're moving away from it. But this is something that I think is very, you know, important for you at the moment. Sorry about that. Some chemist came to the door. I'm always getting herbs. Anyway, so yeah, this is about the balance. So you may have left a situation or want to leave a situation or put something behind you that really wasn't serving you, and adaptability is really strong. The balance is very strong. The feeling of trying to get unity with yourself. I mean, the snakes are here. I don't know whether you can see them actually. See the snakes? And this basically means that you, well, I always see snakes as a transformational thing. It's a feeling of shedding your skin to reveal somebody new, and you know, us as Scorpios, we do that all the time. But I feel like this is becoming some sort of escapism. You're walking away from something. You're understanding that you're better than something. Maybe some people, a crowd of people that you're walking away from, or the stress of something. And this, I think, is allowing you to balance yourself and to have that sort of, if it doesn't fit into these 2 areas, I'm moving it away. So if it doesn't fit into my health and my project, I'm not putting priority on anything else apart from these 2. So it's about, yeah, again, prioritizing things and making sure that you can understand your limits and want to know your limits and have that feeling of transition and understanding as to what will take you to the next stage, rather than just repeating yourself and ending up disappointing yourself because you feel split into too many parts. And I think with here, the Princess and the Seven, this could be too much choice. You really need to narrow it down. You may be, oh, I've got so many things, so many skills, so many stuff that I can do. I've got all these opinions, I've got all these things that's coming through. Your imagination's running wild with you. Maybe this could happen, maybe that could happen. Wouldn't it be great if this had happened? And if you're trying to manifest that, your dreams and your manifestation in the universe won't know which the foggiest to start with. So if you're saying, I want money and I want a house and I want this and I want to do that and I want to do this, and putting it all out in the universe, where does the universe start with that? If you have one strong intention, it'll help you. If you have 7 half strong intentions and you want them all done at the same time, you're going to be stretched too thin and the universe won't know where to start. So it's best to be direct. And I think with this one, this is about being synchronized and having that creative energy. This is about having the serendipitous energy of the little things that are happening around you. So maybe you should start watching and learning and listening as to what's actually happening around you and conspiring to shove you in a certain direction. There could be more opportunity this month that you actually realise because you're too focused on all these other little things. Or it could be that you just need to focus on something in particular. It could even be the fact that you're expressing yourself and that's how you move forwards. And the fact that you approach things in a different way and that you feel things in a different way that really just impress the right people. And when I say the right people, it could be that you wanted to tell your partner how you're feeling but haven't been able to find the right words, or your family see you in a different way, or somebody that you've wanted to catch their attention in a business-like manner. Maybe they can see you. But the thing is, you don't need to run away with your imagination. Or let your imagination run away with you. What you need to do is maybe focus on a few little things, like here. Focus on a few little things and make sure that you're dedicating the time to manifesting them, rather than everything else just in a pot and then like a lucky dip draw it out. Because God forbid you get a car before you get the money to pay for it. So I've won a car, but I can't afford the road tax, I can't afford the MOT, I can't afford the fuel, I can't afford the driving lessons if you can't drive. You know what I mean? So it's that feeling of one thing at a time. Just focus on the main thing that is your priority. And then we have the Prince of Hearts and the Six of Hearts. So this is really strong. This is very much about that connection, really, that how to put it, that romance, charming of this potential. And it could be that you feel that nostalgia and innocence is very charming. And the fact, oh, it was beautiful like 10 years ago and I miss it and all this kind of stuff. That's all very well and good, but what about the now? What can you bring from your past that you feel was really good into the now, rather than going back there and wanting to live there because you can't? What are you going to bring from that period of time that you really miss or that you really appreciated? How are you going to put it back into the now? Maybe it was that it was simpler back then and you didn't have half the worries that you do now, or you had more options, or you dreamt more, or you didn't have this illness or something. What are you going to bring from that in order to feel at home now? This is about motion. This is about moving forwards. So how are you going to charm yourself? How are you going to feel connected? How are you going to appreciate what's now rather than be nostalgic? I mean, for some of you, this is about a love returning from the past. This is about an ex coming back. This is about somebody who you forgot all about coming back into your life. Maybe you were never with them, but you had a lot of romantic fantasies about them and you're like, oh, hello. So it could have been somebody who really tugged at your heartstrings, and they're coming back. So that's for a few of you Scorpios. Or it could even be, sorry to say this for a few of you, but it could even be the fact that somebody new comes into your life and bursts through, is so amazing and so wonderful that when you actually look at your life as it is now, or your relationship as it is now, you go, oh, the excitement I feel, the way this person is with me is completely different as to what I'm used to in the past, or what I'm used to now. And it could be that you see things in a completely different way. So there's two particular options that could be there, and I'm not really going to commit to either of them because that would probably negate 60% of people, so don't worry about it. But there is something coming through that you have to bring through from the past. And then the world. This is a really strong card. This is basically accomplishment, fulfillment, and you have achieved something really, really strongly. I do feel that this is a case of, being and doing as well as you can. Don't rush things. Don't, put too much emphasis on making it perfect. Make it as best as you can. And I think if you can focus on doing what you feel is right, doing what you feel is you won't have to worry at all about, the bigger things or how things are going or all this and all over the place. You need to just feel free. You need to feel yourself and you need to feel in control. And I think at the moment you don't feel in control. You may feel like the weight of the world's on your shoulders. And what you need to do is make sure that you put aside some time to focus on yourself and the two things that you really want to manifest more than anything in the world. The world. Okay, so let's get some angel guidance for you. I'm waiting for them to show me a card, but they're not. Whoa. Okay, it's a bit too soon. Alright, spread your wings. Do not hold back right now. The timing's perfect. You're ready to soar. Wonderful. So you have got this kind of lavender-esque energy coming through, which is all to do with your third eye and that kind of chakra to push this forwards and see that kind of intuitive phase. I mean, Scorpio, you're super psychic. You don't have to really have me telling you stuff, but I know it's easier for others to read for you rather than you read for yourself. And this is basically about your heart chakra. Actually, it's all about your heart chakra, but this is about spreading your wings and feeling free. I think that you are ready to soar. This is the right time. You are ready to go, and perfection, like I was saying, perfect. The timing is perfect. So do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. I'm just trying to give you, do it, do it, do it. And they're saying another card, so let's just see. Maybe there is half and half for you guys this month. They really wanted me to do another one. Why do you want me to do another one? Is there another one to come? For some of you, it is time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. So it's you to take control. But I think for this one it's very important. I was imagining something green was going to come out. So this is something that you need to achieve. Spread your wings. But let me know in the comments below how things go for you. Do let me know. I love hearing from you guys, and thank you for your support and your likes and your sharings. If you do want a reading pertaining to your personal questions, the link's in the description box. But thank you for taking the time with me today. I really enjoy reading for you guys, and I can't wait to see what November brings. In the meantime, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.